to the upgrade. I'm founder Seymour Segnet. Welcome. We've got a great show for you. So we do, Kate. We do have a great show for folks today, don't we?
Yes, we do. We're going to talk about the first products that are shipping, and we're going to.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm interrupting because I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And we're also going to reveal. We're going to give you a new secret word, and we're going to reveal the winner for January as well. So you have to keep watching because it might be you.
Yeah, and the secret word, of course, is your chance to win in our $1,000 draw of Magfast and other great electronics. Before we get started, I just wanted to say, I know from looking at the numbers that there's between 2,000 and 3,000 folks who regularly watch this who are interested in investing in Magfast but weren't able to get in last time. The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the feds who run all this kind of thing, and you don't mess with the feds, as I keep on saying, but we're studying the rules really carefully because of the change in administration. They have some new rules that are going in, but they've been paused by the new administration. We're expecting them to be released soon. And as soon as we have something to tell you, we will let you know. We're very flattered with quite how many people want to join the family. And I promise we will let you know about that as soon as we can. Right underneath us, there are some buttons. Yes, Kate?
Yes. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to remember everything. Subscribe on YouTube.
You have to smash the, you have to smash the YouTube. Follow on Twitter and
LinkedIn. Follow on LinkedIn.
and the LinkedIn. We've got like 3 people on LinkedIn. So if you could click there now, you'd be increasing us. Just you alone would be increasing us by 33%, which would be great. Hey, look. So we've been talking for a while about production. I want to go into where we are with that now. Last week we showed you. Cutting the metal. Bit of an eye-opener here, Kate.
Yes, it was a lot more involved than I thought.
It's the funniest thing. I mean, I first invented was the predecessor to Magfast Wall in 2013. And I was like, it's really simple. It's like, how hard could it be? It's just this plastic thing. It looks like a wall outlet. Surely that can be, surely we can get manufacturing up and running in a matter of weeks. And even with one product that was much simpler than the stuff we're making today, the estimates were kind of well over a year really to get anything moving. And now with something that's much more complicated, and with the whole global supply chain messed up, and COVID, and as we've said often, a couple of missteps along the way, for which I take full responsibility. It takes quite a bit more than that. But we're now at this incredibly exciting stage, which is we are cutting metal. If you missed it last week, please go back and watch the previous upgrade. So right now, and it takes, I don't think I mentioned this last week, it's I think about 45 days. You saw that little machine going, like literally cutting the metal or evaporating the metal. 45 days to make each tool.
Goodness gracious.
Crazy amount of time. You think, how hard can it be? It's just a block of metal, and you're making out. By the way, people keep on saying. Apparently, I was raised in England where it's called jelly that you have at a children's party. Jelly, the wobbly jelly. What's it called here, Kate?
Jello.
It's the Jello. It's the Jello. Now, I have a child in this country, but I'm a delinquent father and have never given her Jello for her birthday. Sorry, darling. But I was talking about making the Jello mold. How hard could it be? Look at the thing. It's tiny. 45 days to make a really high quality mold, but it's underway at the moment. So Life and Extreme on the other side of the world, slowly cutting away at the moment. The last few weeks, we've just been suspicious. I've been saying, have they started on air yet? So no, there's some problem with setting up the software for it. I said, could you let me know what the problem is? The engineers are working on it. We finally got how many days ago? 3 days ago or something. We got the word in. And I've got an Air here, and I'm going to bring one up on the screen in just a second. Let me show the model first of all. So Air's got all these great angles going on. No one else is doing this. We have a patent, a design patent, kind of applied for. If you remember we might as well enjoy it again for a second. So the stand stores neatly on the back. You go on top of Magfast Wall like that. That great. Or you can snap any of our chargers right onto the back, like that, with or without the stand, by the way. And then you can put the stand on like that. And just plug a cable right into the back, and you've got charging. So these angles are kind of amazing And the geometry of this took quite a while to figure out. You might not know this. Kate probably doesn't know this. If you put life onto the back, and then you put it, I can't put it down on my table here because you won't see it. It'll be off camera. But you see that there's a kind of downward angle. And this is, remember, this is one of my models. The back comes off it. Don't worry about the gap. It's all going to be super tight when we make it. It's one of my...
Mind the gap.
Yeah, we will mind the gap when we're manufacturing. If you want to snap another life onto the back here, or time, any of our square products, you can do that. And all the geometry lines up so that if the table is going along here, the other life will come down and will just touch along the table like that.
Ooh, perfect.
Again, there's a lot more than you're thinking. So
yeah,
some kind of problem in making the tool for air, and it's to do with what's called tool release. When the Jello mold comes together, right? I mean, let's think about Jello for a second. If the mold isn't, if everything isn't right, and you lift the mold off, it bakes up the Jello, right? The same is true when you're releasing plastic. You have to get all the angles right. And what happened is that the exact angle that we've got here. In fact, I'm going to move in onto the. Let's move over to my screen here because I want to show you in more detail. You guys see my screen here? With my big pointer moving around. Can you see that, Kate?
There we go. Yes. Okay.
So you see this angle here. You need to imagine there's a big block of metal that comes in. That's, just imagine a big block of metal that basically is the whole of this left-hand half of the page.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to move away in that direction when you inject the plastic and then you move it away for it to come out. And it just turned out that the tool makers, and remember these guys are like, look, we're aiming to make world-class stuff here. Not, there's plenty of, you go to any store, you can find cheaply made stuff, right? But we're looking for world-class stuff. And they were like, you know what? We can make this, but when the tool comes out, it's going to leave a little bit of scuffing. All right.
Oh.
It's going to, all right, just the slightest thing. Most people will never notice. It's going to leave the slightest scuffing. And we're making tools here, as we've told you before, that can make up to 1 million of these products, right? This is a serious investment in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And so the decision, and I've got a little, hang on, I've got a line here I can bring up. So the decision, and you won't even notice it. This is the crazy thing about it. Is to make a very, very slight change to this angle here. It's going to be like that. So you wouldn't, I mean, you know what I mean? You would never have noticed if I hadn't told you, but I want you guys to understand and be involved in this. So a very, very, very slight change to this angle, which means there's a couple of parts inside that have to be changed around. And then for the same reason, do you see this little shelf here?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, sorry. You see this little shelf here?
Yes.
Yeah. So a tiny change in the angle of that as well. That'll be more like, that tiny change, and that will allow. We can take the screen share off now, but that will allow this to release neatly from the tool. Incredibly frustrating for me. I promise you, more than anyone else. This design has been around forever. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy with it. We said, is this going to be okay for releasing from the tool? Yes. But when the ultimate expert who's taking responsibility for this superb quality tool, they were like, you know what? We need to change this angle a little bit if it's going to be mwah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, you understand it now. It probably cost us 3 weeks.
Gosh.
But now you know. But Life and Extreme continue, and we're going to get those out as quickly as we can, and get 1 or 2 Lives and Extremes into the hands of 1 or 2 of the first customers, so people can, so that it's starting to move. Most folks, the first thing we're going to ship, Kate, is what? It's called the
Hello Kit.
The Hello Kit. Now let me explain that. So most folks have ordered a Pro Kit. We love all of our customers. Pro Kit customers, first amongst equals. And the Hello Kit is essentially going to be part 1 of the Pro Kit. It's going to ship in 2 halves because we want to get stuff to you as quickly as we can once production starts. So the Hello Kit is going to consist of Air that you just saw, and Life that you just saw, and Extreme in a beautiful, with the jumper cables in a beautiful package. Here's a picture of the Hello Kit coming up now. Little picture of the Hello Kit there. Here's another one with it kind of opened up, and it's still a bit raw, but let's just quickly run the animation of the Hello Kit opening up. You can see it's the same packaging system that we've shown you before, all beautifully fitted together, and it'll open up like this. And inside you'll have Extreme, you have the jumper cables, you have Life and Air, and then a little box containing the cable. So that's going to be the Hello Kit. We're really pleased that these are going to be the first 3 to come. So pleased about it that we're actually thinking of making Hello Kit in the future, as you know, for folks who aren't ready to do the whole Pro Kit like you. We're going to maybe make that an option for some folks. They're going to have to pay more than you did, but we're going to make that an option for people to get started once we've fulfilled all of the existing orders. All right, 1 or 2 questions that sometimes come up about this, Kate. Yes?
Yes. Some people want to know if they can still charge these without wall, since wall is kind of, you know, the base.
Madam. Yes, of course. So if you remember, let's take Life as an example. Unlike other chargers that give you 1, maybe 2 ways of getting power in, all right, you've got 4 ways of getting Life charged up. Remember what they are? Qi wireless charging underneath. So you've got a Qi wireless charging pad if you already have one. You place Life right on top of it, charges magically without any wires at all. You just put it right on the pad and it'll charge up. So that's 1. You've already got, how many of these guys have you got? The micro USB cables and chargers around your house. You use any of those? Exactly. And probably dozens if you go around it, you know, like if you certainly go around your folks' house, Kate, there's probably dozens of them, right? And like the major phone manufacturers, we believe it is wasteful to ship unnecessary chargers and cables. That's why we've got the micro in here. We don't adore micro, but we know everyone's got a micro charger. All right, so it'll charge steadily, you know, overnight or within a few hours. Not the fastest charge, but everybody's able to charge using that micro on the bottom there. So that's 1, 2. All right. The third way of getting charge in is here in your USB-C. That's going to be the fastest. That'll always be the fastest way of getting charge in, with a nice new USB-C cable. Likely, if you've got a more recent laptop, I've got one down here. Here's the USB-C cable that goes into my laptop, and that'll go boom, right in the top like that. It'll charge beautifully and fast there. And the LEDlicious lights on the front will show you how the charging is going. You remember they're gonna dance like that. So it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. And so the only way that you won't initially charge it is without having wall. My wall model's upstairs. You won't be able to snap it magnetically on top of wall to begin with, but you will be able to, you know, once this is charged, you will be able to snap it onto the back of Air and use that wirelessly. So it's pretty great, and we cannot. Let me plug my C back in over here. Can't wait to get it in your. There it is. To get it in your hands. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So as a little celebration, let's play the film of 1 of the 3. Which one should we play, Kate? Should we play Extreme? Yeah?
Yes, I love that one.
Magfast Extreme is, quite simply, a new class of power bank, utterly uncompromising in every way. Extreme's extended form factor and high-intensity power source allow 2 extraordinary features that have never before been offered together and in a singular, beautiful product. First, arranged perfectly, symmetrically along its top surface, Magfast Extreme has not 1, not 2, but incredibly 3 fast Qi wireless charging ports. Second, in addition to offering all that wireless power and a total of 5 USB outlets, the battery inside is so powerful, it can jump-start your car. And up to 24 of your neighbors on a single charge. Magfast Extreme. Extreme wireless charging, extreme wired charging, extreme car starting.
There you go, Magfast Extreme. I just want to honor, the brother of the sound recordist who helped us to put that together, was lost to COVID a few weeks ago. Just sending our love, and if your family's been affected, I have no words for you. Anyway, we're extremely. He's a Grammy award-winning sound recording artist. Lost his brother recently. We're incredibly grateful, and it was great fun to go in. I have a little. I think I have this little microphone up here that we record with. When we record this, it sounds fine. He has this like monster thing, like you see in the movies, and that's why it's all kind of Magfast Extreme and it just sounds kind of amazing, both because of the microphone and the incredible,
like a movie trailer
of the artist. yeah, like a proper movie trailer. All right. That was the main technical stuff I had for you this week. But there's a fun thing. We just recently crossed 4,000 reviews on Trustpilot. If you're one of the folks who reviewed us there, thank you very much. At the moment, we're obviously only asking people to review our vision, what it is that we're doing. Most people love it. We have a 4.7 rating. And Kate, I think you got one or two of them to read out. We thought we'd call this segment The Good, the Bad, and the Goofy. The Good, the Bad, and the Goofy. It'll be an occasional segment. I'm not sure we'll do this every week. But what do you got there under the good? This is from Trustpilot, okay?
Okay, so our first review that I pulled up was from Mary, and she's very sweet. I already love Mary. She says, "You will not find a more innovative company who pays attention to detail and the latest technology in their family of charging devices. The company is transparent about production, has live video updates, and has friendly and efficient customer service. Magfast is here to stay."
God bless you, madam. Brilliant. Deborah gave us 5 stars and said, "I love the company views on environmental care. We're making a start. We've got more to do, but we're 250,000+ trees. I forget what the number is now. So she loves our views on environmental care and the need for quality and usable products. And that's part of the environmental story, by the way, is making things that are going to last and last rather than just turning into landfill quickly, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And wonderful Ken gave us a 5-star review, and he said, "I had the opportunity to experience Magfast customer service and their rocket fast response time. I am absolutely impressed." And I really appreciate that because I'm in customer service.
Yes. Kate, rocket fast, Kate. Live, you made it first. Yeah. Now, that's very nice. Not everybody's quite so kind, though. Read us a couple more here. Rick.
Okay, Rick gave us a 1-star, and he said, "I wish they were putting as much energy into production and distribution as of the products that they are putting on producing their over-enthusiastic videos."
Kate, we're being over-enthusiastic. We've got to come down a notch or two. But Rick, the point... So, Rick, respectfully, you're not correct. Huge energy going into the production. But I realized it's a challenge for us because what's the optics? I mean, we could just not show up every week like this. But the overall judgment is we've asked you to trust us. So it's kind of important that we're visible to you. I mean, and Kate, overall in customer service, is it a thumbs up or thumbs down for us making over-enthusiastic weekly videos?
No, people love our weekly videos. Like, of course, there's, 1 or 2 that are similar to Rick. But I think the majority people will just write in and say, "I loved your video this week." Or if sometimes, we have to skip a week or 2 due to various reasons, and people will write in and say, "Where are you guys? I missed my weekly Magfast video." So I think people love them.
Anonymous gave us a 3-star review and said, "I don't really see anything extremely innovative." I don't know what to say. Should we roll the extreme video again?
Let's do a different one.
Let's do 15 seconds of LEDlicious. No one else has LEDlicious. I'll tell you how innovative LEDlicious was after you watch this.
Magfast's patent-pending LEDlicious system represents a radical rethink of how all our products clearly communicate with you. We've taken the time to design a simple system of LEDs that tell you everything you need to know in a simple way that you may notice you already intuitively understand.
Now, I've told you this before. LEDlicious is sufficiently innovative that we had to fight tooth and nail with the designers and the factory, because nobody knows this, nobody else, everyone else has 4 LEDs. Why do you want 10? And it was just it was like, again, something that to you and me would seem relatively simple, actually is quite a big deal to get it out of the industry. Any more reviews there, Kate?
Yes, this one is from David. He says, "Total scam. Run away as fast as you can," with a bunch of exclamation
A total scam, not partial.
Yes.
David,
Yes.
total. Right. I will take on this challenge. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Let us go to the internet where we can find the answer to this. Scamdetector.com. Right? Let's bring that up on the screen. Here's Scam Detector, website validator. Let's put ourselves in here, magfast.com, and let's check and see how we do. You can see the machine is running. Are we or are we not a scam? It's going to go through here. It's checking out, and this actually is a real thing. I'm having fun with it, but this is a real thing that you might like to put into your browser, because it does go through and check all kinds of different dimensions of a website. Here you go. All right, we're about to get the answer. Is Magfast legit? 85.4. That's a very high score. Authentic, trustworthy, and secure.
Secure. Those are all good words.
Those are all good words. And the main reason that it isn't 100 is to do with the volume. One of the things that they look at here is like, how big is the website? You get at bestbuy.com or something, and it gets 100 because the volume of traffic there. But one of the indicators they use is that, and we're still your family, right? We're not we're working to be really, really big, but at the moment our volumes are modest. I was kind of fascinated when I found this. I actually found another one here. SSL Trust. What these guys do is they consolidate from, I don't know what the total number, maybe it says here. They test, does it have the number? Yeah, checking over 60 databases from Google, Komodo, Opera, Securi, and more. And I ran us in here just beforehand. And this green thing means that, that OpenFish and ZeroFox and K7 Security, these guys have all checked that. Kaspersky, which is the Russian one that was recently banned by the American government, by the way. So they haven't rated us. But if you look, we come up clean with all of these people here. And these, again, this gray just means that those guys haven't run a test on us. So,
David is incorrect.
David, you are entitled to your opinion. But not to your own facts. Look, we said when we did the investment presentation, success is not guaranteed for Magfast. We're really excited. We've shown you all of the evidence. We're doing this. We're thrilled. But there is a difference between a project that's taking longer than expected, that is harder than expected, and someone who's running a racket. And we would never do it, David, but if you're going around writing too much of that stuff on the internet, you might like to read up on your libel laws, because you should only speak the truth about people. All right, and we said the good, the bad, and the goofy. Let's bring a couple of those up on the screen, shall we, Kate?
Okay, so I'm sorry, this one cracks me up. Ian, he gave us 3 stars. But all he said was poo with like 10
I think it goes on longer than that. It's like poo.
Poo. Okay, thank you, Ian. It's still 3 stars though. So
William gave us 5 stars. Amazing product I ordered. I can't wait to get my Magfast, and then most of the emojis.
And all of that's in all caps as well, so that's important.
And it's in all caps. And finally, Fred.
Yes, he gave us 5 stars, and he says, "I think Seymour could sell me a bridge. The thing is, he would actually give me the bridge."
I would if I could, Fred. I can't give you a bridge, but for being a good sport, Kate, let's set this up and send Fred an extra Magfast Air. And add it to his Pro Kit, because I think we checked and Fred is actually a Pro Kit customer. Thank you so much, Fred. We could not do this without you. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be very excited.
One final note for those of you who became investors recently. Again, God bless you. Thank you. 2020 financials will be coming in the next few weeks, and they will be posted according to the SEC's regulations over there at Net Capital. So watch out for that. They're kind of in line with what we told you before, but the actual official numbers will be posted soon. So keep an eye out for that. Secret word, Kate.
Our secret word this week is trusted.
Trusted. Oh, you mean because when you actually check us properly on the internet, it turns out we're okay. All right, then. Mm-hmm. Trusted. Trusted. Okay.
Yes, trusted. And
you want to do it? You want me to do it?
I do. No, I want
to. Go to magfast.com. Go to magfast.com/fun. Magfast.com/fun. Click through, enter the word trusted. You'll get an extra 3 chances to win the $1,000 draw for some of this amazing, beautiful Magfast stuff and/or cool stuff from Samsung and Amazon and Apple.
I just wanted to touch on something real quick. We get a lot of people each week writing in saying it doesn't look like their entry when they entered the secret word counted. It does. It's just the little check mark doesn't appear, because if you accidentally missed maybe entering the secret word last week, you still have the chance to do that. So it won't check off the next to the secret word. But if you try and enter it again and it says you can't, that means that it was counted. So you're all good. Don't worry.
Yeah. So it's a monthly draw, and we do several secret words per month. Like, every time we do one of these shows, we do a secret word. So there could be several chances. So if you want to, if you didn't do it last week, you want to watch last week's, pick up the secret word, you can go enter it for more chances to win. And there are real winners. Their names are posted. The only thing is that some people are a little bit slow when we get in touch with them, Kate, right? Like, not everybody immediately writes back. Right. I guess because there are some actual scams out on the internet. So when people get an email saying you've won, they may be suspicious of it. But out of how many entries did we have last month?
70,052 entries.
70,052. Now, that sounds like a lot, but your odds of winning in this are way better than they are in any kind of lottery or anything else that you take part in, and it's free. Yes. So the winner was from California.
Yes, Mr. Richard Brill.
Mr. Richard Brill from California. Please get in touch with us. Get in touch with Kate via hello@magfast.com. Is that the thing to do?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Or anyone. Just write in and say, hey, I'm the winner. Don't write in and say you're the winner if you're not the winner. We get a couple of funny people doing that.
Yeah, a couple of hilarious people do that every time. Yeah, there can only be one winner this month, and it's Richard. Kate, you're awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with me every week. It's a pleasure, honor to have you on our team.
Thank you.
And thank you to you. It kind of sounds cute, doesn't it? But we cannot do this without you. This project is only possible because folks like you, have seen what we're doing and chosen to support us. And we're very, very grateful, and we're working really hard to make you proud. I think that thanks to you, we're changing charging for good.